Hey guys, welcome back to another Hobby Adventures. Today I have something different to show you guys, but still on N scale, which I think you guys might like. It's an LRT by Tomytec. It's just a little model, and then with the one thing that I found out that you can do is you can pick up a motorized chassis, put it in the model, and next thing you know you have an LRT, which I think it might look pretty cool there on the layout. So guys, enough talking, roll those credits, let's get to it. Yeah! Here is Japanese LRT Transit. Alright guys, this is an unboxing. I haven't done one of these in a long time. Alright, so what we got today is by Tomytec. It's an LRT, light rail train. I'm going to explain what's going on, but the first box is, here is the model. Second box is the actual chassis system. Alright, so let's get to the first box. Alright, so the first box, like I was saying, it's a model of the LRT, one of the LRTs in Japan. I think this is probably the safety edition. Seriously, I don't know. I just saw it, I thought it looked pretty cool, so I got it. So let's open it up and see what's inside. Alright, so as we open up, there's really no literature, no nothing. And let's put that light back. What we have is the actual LRT. Alright, so taking that out of there, we have a little stand here. Okay, so what we got here is a little display stand here for the LRT. Alright, so we can put that up there. And then we have the LRT itself. It's pretty cool. Detailing is pretty nice. It's pretty straightforward. You got the pantograph that comes up, comes back down. So looks pretty cool. Middle swivels. If you look inside, let's see, there's really nothing inside going on, just some green. You'll see what's going on inside in a second. Alright, so let's put that up on the display stand. So there's that. Okay, second one is the chassis system for the LRT from Tomytec. I think that's how you say it, Tomytec. Alright, so let's take this out of the box. Again, there's no literature, no nothing. Information is all in Japanese. Gives you the measurements. And let's take it out of the ice cube. This one, let's try to be a little bit more gentle. Alright, so that's it right there. So what's going to happen is we're going to put actually that shell onto this chassis. Let's get it going. Before we get anything started, we're going to have to determine which is the longest part. So in other words, like what's going to be in the front, right? So it looks like this section here is going to be the front because it's the longest part of the chassis. This will be the tail end. So I'll put that down there. Grab this over here. Go underneath. Let's go ahead and let's take the tail car out first. So in regards to tools that we're going to use today, just our fingers. We don't really need much of anything else. So what you just want to do is spread open the body. Just be very careful. And take that out. There's one. And then there is two. So after taking everything apart, this is more or less how it's going to be. You have your motorized chassis over here. You have the dummy chassis, which was supposed to be for the model. Then you have the shell of the LRT. Now, taking this apart and putting it together, one crucial thing that I'm going to have to point out, guys, be very careful with this pantograph. Extremely fragile. Alright, so guys, like I was saying, the way that you take the pieces off the fake chassis or off the model chassis, you're going to put it on the motorized chassis. The motorized chassis is very simple. You have your two pickups running your leads. running your leads right here to the top, and it's going to be motorizing, or it's going to be electrifying your motor. I might do a DCC install later on. I think I can fit a decoder up here and just do some hard wiring. Really, there's no lights, no nothing. A very simple tram system. I think what it was is I paid, I think it was like $10 or $15. Again, this is Canadian. $10 or $15 for the model itself, then another, I think, $20 or $25 for the motorized chassis. So altogether, this is a less than a $50 LRT, which is not too bad, you know, like compared to, let's say, Kado's LRT, the tram system that they have. They're going for about $100 Canadian. But again, those are all lit and I guess better put together, or whatever you want to call it. This is pretty cool. If you have these models, all you just got to do is pick up this motorized chassis and put everything together. Anyways, all right, too much talking. Let's put it together. All right, so taking that chassis away, we're going to take this long piece, which is the front part. Again, this is going to fit on this one, so you can see where it's rounded off here at the end. So all you just got to do is just gently go over, lift up, you know, do a little bit of squeeze, wiggle it in. All right, it's in. Again, like I said, be careful with the pantograph. It's very weak, very flimsy. Okay, take the next one, put that one over, push it down, work it in. All right, that's it. All right, it's pretty straightforward. I don't know what else to tell you guys. All right, so the next thing to do is to throw this onto a piece of track. I'm not going to put it on my layout because, again, this is DC, not DCC. If I put this on my DCC layout, I will fry the motor. And so give me a second. I'm going to set up some track here on my table and going to get the DC power pack. We'll be right back. Okay, guys, so I put together my Unitrack set M1. It's not everything, but it's enough to put onto the table and try out this tram system. This is actually going to be the first time I'm using this power pack. Kind of excited. I've never used it before. It's pretty much straightforward. I like how their system is. Let's turn around and show it. There's your power plug, your connector to your track, and reset fuse just in case if it pops. And yeah. All right, so that's ready to go. It's actually not bad. It's pretty quiet. All right, so a couple of things here that's not doing so well. It's actually not turning in the middle here. I'm thinking maybe put a little bit of oil, some lube there in the middle on the pivot points. Maybe she'll be able to turn better. I'll show you guys in a second. So I'm gonna try to keep this steady and do an aerial view for you guys, but you'll see what I'm talking about, how it actually doesn't pivot in the middle. It's not pivoting. What it should do a little bit should be bending like that. But again, this train is more for tighter radius turns. So maybe that's why. Alright guys, so that was pretty easy. Kind of like when things go that easy, except for the pantograph, which fell off. I kind of did that behind the scenes. A little bit tricky, but like I said, beware. The pantograph's pretty fragile. Just be careful with how much you handle it. Don't manhandle it or else it's going to come apart. And you're just going to have to take time to put it back together. That's what I had to do. Guys, that's it for the video. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to run the train 30 minutes one direction, 30 minutes another direction at half throttle, and I'm going to break it in, and that's about it. Guys, as always, until next time, keep on modeling.